going on, everybody? Project Rodrod here, and it is time for Freestyle here at Monster Jam World Finals 2 for the Steel Titans 2 sign-up series. Don't forget to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content, link on screen and in the description below. So we've crowned our skills champion in Max Dean Ethan Waters, your reigning World Finals 1 Freestyle champion, and now your 3-time World Finals champion. He's gotten 2 championships today, that being racing and skills, so he's on a hot streak. This is the leaderboards for the event championship. As you can see, Max D still on top with 48 points, Mohawk Warrior in second with 39, and Northern Nightmare in third with 38. This is the leaderboards going into Freestyle. Northern Nightmare with a comfortable lead, although Max D slowly creeping up. Monster Dalmatian moving down to third. So we may see a back-to-back championship by Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens, but Max D is creeping up right behind him and is on fire tonight. So who knows? It's all going to come down to the end of this Freestyle here in Orlando for World Finals 2. I know everybody's been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it, and here we go. First one on the track is going to be none other than Ryan Hayward in the Gas Monkey Garage, your Arena Series Season 2 runner-up, starting off with some huge air right off the bat, taking advantage of the entry, if you will, into the stadium. A great way to start the freestyle, some huge air, following up with some more air on the opposite end of the racetrack there. So cross-threading it, though, over the bus stack. Excited to see that bus stack here in freestyle. A lot of there's been a lack of cars, crush cars, in recent events, so it's very very pleasing to or satisfying, if you will, to see that they're slowly making a comeback. So some nice air though from Ryan Hayward in Gas Monkey Garage. He was a runner-up in racing today. Max D and Ethan Waters, of course, ultimately being the racing champion. Nice backflip there. But he was a runner-up, almost like Alien Invasion back in World Finals 1. But there's his average freestyle score, a 29 with 1 win in Greensboro in the Arena Series. So he's no stranger to freestyle wins, and I know he's had some really good scores in the past. We can pull those up here shortly. But as I was saying, almost reminiscent to Alien Invasion in World Finals 1, when she came and made it to the final round, but got knocked out by Northern Nightmare. So I mean, he came out, you know, guns blazing, ready to win this. Unfortunately, Max D and Ethan Waters was the better racer today and got that win. But not to take away from what Gas Monkey Garage and Ryan Hayward did, he had an astounding racing competition today. So into bonus time with some huge air, hitting those tires and somersaulting forward. Luckily, he's back on all fours, only lost some bit of his body there. Nothing too major, though. He can continue, nothing but cosmetic work, so not that big of a deal. And some more trouble as he's kind of cartwheeling there, but back on all fours. So nicely done by Gas Monkey. And kind of going for a corkscrew there. Not sure what exactly was happening there. That's going to be the end of his run. So let's go ahead and take a look at his replay powered by WEnergy as we take a look back at his freestyle run and the highlights. That somersault there off of that center jump and catching those tires. This save here, not sure what to call that. And then here, guess he was going for a corkscrew, didn't quite get it, and just kind of sent him barreling over and slamming into the stand. So luckily he was okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at his score. And a 25.5, 23 in regulation, 2.5 in bonus. So a good score, good freestyle run. Not sure if it's going to be a winner though, but you know, he still came out and gave it his all. Here comes Crush Station though, and J Pace Racing, your Season 2 Arena Series winner, coming out with some nice big air. Going back to Gas Monkey real quick, the score that he got in Greensboro was a 34. So, you know, he's had some good scores in the past. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case today, but the judges will be more strict here in World Finals 2, so that may be it. But Crustacean keeping it on all fours, though. Luckily there, looked like he may have had some trouble. Crustacean was the favorite coming in to high jump as he goes for the reverse flip, and luckily staying on all fours. But he was the favorite going into high jump. Had the highest average high jump score amongst all the competitors, and had 2 wins on the season. Unfortunately, though, it wasn't it, and you know, El Toro Loco came in and took that, which was greatly deserved. I mean, he really killed it out there and got an amazing height. There's his average freestyle score on the season at 23. Unfortunately, no freestyle wins on the season. So still a good season nonetheless. As I mentioned, he is your Season 2 Arena Series winner, and almost slamming into the barriers there, into the containers. Luckily hit the brakes just in time, and he is getting some huge air there as he has 10 seconds left in regulation. Let's see if he can make it into bonus time. Again, the score to beat is a 25.5 by Gas Monkey Garage. Into bonus time he goes after some nice cyclones there. Bicycle into the center jump. Let's see what else he can do in his last 20 seconds of bonus. Gonna go for the backflip. Huge backflip, landing it on the front end kind of hard there, but able to continue the run. Running out of time though. He has time for one more hit, and this is gonna be it. That's gonna be the last hit. Counting towards his bonus as he's coming down on the tires. Able to land it on all fours. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights from his run. Again, powered by WEnergy. A huge reverse flip, some more big air in his freestyle run. Some nice cyclones there. You can see his tail about to fly off. And then, of course, the backflip right towards the end of bonus time. So we should have a new leader, in my opinion, but we're going to have to wait and see what the judges say. And we do have a new leader with a 29.5, 27 in regulation, 2.5 in a bonus. So Crush Station and J-Pace Racing is your new leader for freestyle, as Mohawk Warrior and the Camera 9785 come out currently in 9th place. As I mentioned, it's unfortunate, but he should be facing elimination after tonight. So he had a great run, but you know, it is what it is. A nice start to his freestyle run there. Clean wheelie and then another wheelie going into a backflip possibly. Not enough momentum though he is able to fully rotate it and get it back on all fours. That was quite concerning. I didn't think he'd have enough and that was going to end his run early, but he's able to continue the run and hopefully get some more wow moments here and try to beat that 29.5 that was just set by Crush Station and J-Pace Racing. Mohawk Warrior had a amazing attempt in skills. Definitely one of the top ones today. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to take the win, but I mean, he, on top of that, he was the second fastest qualifier today, which was quite shocking to say the least. A 28 in average freestyle score this season with unfortunately no freestyle wins, but second in qualifying. So I mean, he was lightning fast today. Unfortunately, he couldn't keep that same momentum in racing, but still a great outing nonetheless for Mohawk Warrior and the Cameron 9785 as he's somersaulting forward, clipping the center jump there, sending him forward back on all fours though, as he has 10 seconds left in regulation. And a beautiful save there, going into a wheelie. No, he's gonna cut it short and not go the full wheelie effect, but still another great save, back on the front tires and into bonus time he goes. So this is turning to be a great run for Mohawk Warrior in the Camera 9785. And another save. Thought that might have been it. It was kind of turning awkwardly there, but the momentum shot him in the right direction and got him back on all fours as he has 10 seconds left. A backflip into a wheelie, a beautiful combo for Mohawk Warrior, and this should be the last hit in bonus time, and that's going to be it for Mohawk Warrior in the Camera 9785. So let's go ahead and take a look at his highlights. There's the backflip that I thought was going to be trouble for him. Luckily, he was able to get enough momentum and get back on all fours. The somersault there, the beautiful save, and then another save immediately after that. So he just had save after save in his run, and then finally got the nice clean backflip into a wheelie in bonus time. So let's go ahead and take a look at his scores, and a 28.5 for Mohawk Warrior. Not going to be enough to take the lead away from J-Pace Racing and Crush Station. So he will remain your leader as Nick Morkes comes out in Avenger. Some nice big air off the opposite end of the track there. Nick Morkes, another truck, unfortunately facing elimination after tonight's event, but he had a great run nonetheless. Great run in Season 1. Season 2 was a little bit more rough, but still had some memorable moments as he has a nice, beautiful save there. But yeah, Nick Morkes, you know, appreciate you being a part of this series. Maybe we can see you in Season 3. Maybe driving for a different team. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens when Season 3 gets here. Some huge air as we're getting close to that halfway point of his freestyle run. Again, score to beat is a 29.5 set by Crustacean. So Avenger and Nick Voorhees, I'm sure they're more than capable to beat it. There's his average freestyle score on the season, a 31 with a huge backflip and hitting the reverse right at the perfect moment as he landed that flip. If not, he might have ended up on his lid. So some smart driving there by Nick Voorhees. Going for a cross thread over that bus stack and loving again that bus stack there. Wish there was more of those, but we're just gonna have to wait and see for the future as he has 15 seconds left in his regulation time. Let's see what he can do and if he can make it into bonus time. First truck hitting that log jump there. Nice wheelie all the way across, trying to stay out of trouble, getting rid of more of those body parts off of that Avenger truck. Into bonus he goes with some huge air, almost clearing that arena jump there, and some trouble. He's able to slam the brakes though and remain on all fours. And some more trouble here. That's going to be a hard landing, setting him back on all four tires. And 10 seconds left. Looks like he's going to go for some cyclones now. As we come to the end of his run, this right here is going to be the last hit that'll count towards bonus time. So there you go. Let's go ahead and take a look at his highlights powered by WEnergy. Huge backflip. This may have been trouble had he not hit reverse at the last second. Using that bus stack, cross-threading through it, and then getting a save right afterwards. That beautiful wheelie that got him into the stands. This is some dangerous territory. Huge air, and then some cyclones to end his bonus time. So let's go ahead and take a look at the scores. And a 31.5 for Avenger. 29 in regulation, 2.5 in bonus. So we have a new leader going into the rest of the event as Monster Mutt and Blake Bell come out. Currently in 11th place in points with 134 points. But 31.5 by Avenger as Monster Mutt has some trouble early on. He's able to save it though. But a great run by Avenger to follow up the other drivers. So let's see if Monster Mutt can come out and beat it. He was the original freestyle winner in Toronto this season, and he scored a 32 then. So definitely the perfect score that he needs to take the lead right now. So we're going to have to wait and see what he can do. And a beautiful save there by Monster Mutt and Blake Bell. Thought he was going to try to go for a moonwalk. Didn't quite catch it. There's his average freestyle score in the season, 830, with that win in Toronto that I mentioned. So he's getting that beautiful combo from a bicycle into a moonwalk. Let's see how far he can take it. He's going to ride it just about halfway across the stadium. Some great driving by Monster Mutt. 30 seconds left in regulation for him. Some more big air off the jump that he used to start his freestyle run. Not sure, though, if this is going to be the run to take the lead, though he is having some great momentum. We just need a really good wow factor out of him to see if he can take the lead. A nice wheelie into a front flip. Beautifully landed. I couldn't even talk. I was so shocked. Beautiful execution, a beautiful, clean, soft landing by Monster Mutt, and right in the crucial time of regulation time. That is what led him into bonus, but that will count towards his regulation score. That was an incredible, incredible job by Monster Mutt as he's halfway through bonus time. I don't believe one move alone should give you the lead, but that move, along with the momentum he's been carrying, should give him the lead, and that was an incredible, incredible job. A nice, beautiful save there, and this backflip should end his bonus time. Cleanly landed, and he is done. As we take a look at his highlights powered by WEnergy, he had some amazing saves throughout his run. That beautiful combo from a bicycle into a moonwalk. And again, he just had great momentum all around. This front flip right here, not even touching the center jump, and then a nice, clean, soft landing at the end of it. A beautiful save right before hitting that backflip to end his bonus time. We should have a new leader. It all comes down to this. And we do a 36.5. 33 in regulation, 3.5 in bonus time. We have a new leader with a 36.5, and that is Monster Mutt and Blake Bell. As Zombie in Flames Plays comes out, that's going to be a tricky run to follow up on. As Zombie in Flames Plays comes out, as I mentioned, he has some shoes to fill now because that was an incredible run by Monster Mutt. But let's see what Flames Plays and Zombie can do as he's in trouble. No, a beautiful save into a wheelie. So a beautiful way to combo that in right within the first 30 seconds of his run. So beautifully executed. And again, that's going to be a hard run to follow. But as long as he can keep momentum going, he should be able to get in a better spot, get in a good spot. He's had trouble in freestyle this season. Unfortunately, he's been bitten by the short run bug, if you will. He's just been flipping over early or getting into some bad spots early on. That's affected his freestyles. There it is, an average freestyle score of a 22. I mean, he's been hurting as he has some huge air leading into a backflip. 30 seconds left in regulation, but he's just been snake bitten, if you will. There you go. That's probably a better way to put it. But he's just had some short runs or just some awkward landings or just getting into out of bounds. That's really hurt him in freestyle. Hasn't really been able to show what he's got, but so far he's putting on a great show with some amazing momentum. Now, it's not a front flip, but it's been a great run nonetheless, and I don't know, depending on what he can do in bonus as he goes into bonus now, and another beautiful save going into bonus time. But let's see what he can do here if he wants to take the lead. Some more big air. Halfway through bonus, getting that moonwalk. Going across, or trying to go across all those jumps there. 7 seconds left. Let's see what he can do. He's going to try to end it on some cyclones. And keeping it on all fours. That's going to be it for Zombie and Flames plays. It was a pretty good run. We may surprisingly see a new leader, but the momentum was great. Had some awesome moves there. Again, looking at the highlights powered by WEnergy. Some huge air there off the center jump, leading into a backflip. And then this save right here, just pumping the brakes, turning the wheel as much as he can to keep it on all fours, and then some cyclones to end his bonus time. So it all comes down to the judges. And by half a point, we have a new leader, 34 in regulation, 3 in bonus. He has taken the lead away from the front flipping Monster Mutt. That is shocking to say the least, but I'm sure it's well-deserved as El Toro Loco, your high jump champion of World Finals 2, comes out. Drift 912, and a beautiful save to start off his run. Thought he was going to run into some early trouble there, which at this point, he's playing with house money. He's got a championship. He's in a good place right now, but I'm sure he would love to become a 2-time champ and follow in the footsteps of Max D and Ethan Waters being a 3-time champ. After today's event, a beautiful reverse flip off the container there. But El Toro Loco, Drift 912, a great season so far. Again, as I mentioned, your high jump winner for World Finals 2, your high jump champion, if you will, for World Finals 2, and he's a record holder now with his high jump scores. So I mean, he's playing with house money. He's in a good spot. He's happy. He's just here to give a great run, a great show to the fans. A average score of a 32 this season. So he's had some great freestyle runs. No freestyle wins, but he's had some great runs. One of the most memorable, at least in my opinion, that I can think of off the top of my head is Glendale. Greensboro was the midway point in the Arena Series. Glendale was the midway point in the Stadium Series. Some huge air and some trouble as he's front flipping forward, somersaulting forward very violently, and that is probably going to hurt him. Looks like he's going to have to back up, and that's going to be a deduction of points. It was a very hard, very violent crash, and that is going to hurt him as he's in bonus now, but his scores, it's already hurt, you know. We're going to have to wait and see what the judges say. That's a beautiful save there, but we're going to have to wait and see what the judges say, but that's going to hurt his score tremendously. So, I don't know. It's going to come down to the judges as he wheelies across and is in another tight spot where he's going to have to back up. At this point, he's just done. I'm sure he's going to call it there. As we take a look at his highlights powered by WEnergy, that reverse flip off the container there. Some big air. Again, he had a great run. There it is where he cased the end of the truck there and sent him somersaulting about 2-3 times, which ended up hurting him because he had to reverse, and then that wheelie across that put him in this sticky situation. And there it is. He did face the 4-point deduction, so a 27 for El Toro Loco. As we take a look at the highlights of these 7 trucks that have gone already, let's go ahead and talk about WEnergy. Be sure to use code PROJECTRODROD to receive 10% off of your WEnergy order. Be better with WEnergy, guys. Beach and Peach is my personal favorite. Again, use code ProjectRodRod to receive 10% off of your order. Don't forget to check out my Discord, link is in the description below, as well as my Instagram. I try to post daily, as well as on my TikTok. The usernames are the same, ProjectRodRod. And then again, guys, if you like what you see, be sure to place a like on the video. It means a lot. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Guys, join me on my road to 1,000 subscribers. At the point of this recording, I am about 20 away as we look at Monster Mutt's amazing front flip from his freestyle highlights, and then that save, and then Zombie's run, which is currently in the lead with a 37. Some great highlights, some great momentum, but we have 7 more trucks to go, guys, and out of those 7, Gravedigger is one of them, your World Finals 2 fastest qualifier. Gravedigger and KJ coming out off the opposite end of that center jump, the jump that was used for the high jump. Going into that container, though, doesn't look like it's going to affect them too bad. Gravedigger earlier in racing had a little bit of a mishap where he ended up in the crowd. I say the crowd, excuse me. He ended up in the stands after racing Northern Nightmares, so it was kind of a scary moment there. Luckily, there was no damage to the truck. Nobody was hurt. If anything, the stands, were a little damaged, and somebody has a new repair bill. So, that being said, we're hitting that halfway point of his freestyle run, and he's going to get a front flip as well. Not as clean as Monster Mutt, but front flip nonetheless. That was beautifully done by Gravedigger. Did not expect to see another front flip today. A average score of a 30, unfortunately, does not have a freestyle win this season, but a front flip for Gravedigger as well. So we've seen 2 on the night, at least in freestyle. Don't forget about Mohawk Warrior's front flip, if that's what you want to call it in racing. But still, that was incredible. Definitely one of the highlights of tonight. Now, if he can keep some good momentum going, we could have a new leader, especially after that. And it was in regulation, so we're just going to have to wait and see what he can do. As he's coming to the last 3 seconds of regulation. Not sure if he's going to get much out of it. No, he's in bonus now, cross-threading that bus stack. Let's see what he can do to keep that momentum going. Another cross-thread. And some trouble coming off on the jump, and he is in the crowd yet again, in the stands yet again. So that's going to end his freestyle run early as we take a look at his highlights powered by WEnergy. Some huge air off the back end of the center jump there. A nice save, as well as the front flip. Again, not as clean as Monster Mutt. He landed on the back end there, but still landed it and continued the freestyle run. Some beautiful cyclones. Another backflip, but him ending up in the stands is what's going to hurt his score, given that he did not fill bonus. And there it is, a 32 in regulation and half a point in bonus, so 32.5. Either way, it wouldn't have been enough to take the lead because of his regulation score. So let's go ahead and take a look at Alien Invasion and Cecily 96, your reigning World Finals 1 Skills Champion, and your Arena Series Season 1 Champion, which I don't know if I can still say reigning, given that we have a new champion here for World Finals 2 in Max D and Ethan Waters. But still, not to take anything away from Cecily 96 and Alien Invasion. Again, your skills champion from World Finals 1, your original, if you will, and the Arena Series Season 1 winner. She had an amazing season in the Arena Series in Season 1. She had an okay season in Season 2, currently in 6th place. So, depending on how this tonight ends, she may be returning to Arena Series, but I don't think so. I think she's in a good spot. There's her average freestyle score on the season, a 32, which she's going to need more than that if she wants the lead. I thought she was going to go for a backflip there, but didn't quite get the rotation she was looking for. Looks like she's backing up. And looks like she's backing up for the jump, so that shouldn't face a 4-point deduction, as she has some huge air. Some of the biggest we've seen all night. Following it up with a backflip. Now, it's all going to come down to the judges whether or not that deduction, that backup, is going to be worth a deduction. But, again, you can back up in a freestyle run so far as you're backing up for a obstacle, for a move, so i.e. getting some more ground to, I guess, go further, go higher in a jump. And that's pretty much what she did. So just depends on the judges, really. But a nice moonwalk into some trouble, though, and that's going to be the end of a run Unfortunately, though, no, she had enough momentum to get on the sidewalls and save the truck, but now she's in a sticky situation because if she backs up, she's going to face that 4-point deduction after all, so this should be the end of the run. No, she's going to back up and go for a reverse move, cross-threading across the track there, and going to be able to save it back on all fours. That's going to be the end of her run. Some smart driving for Alien Invasion and Cecily 96 as we take a look at her WEnergy highlights. She had some great momentum here. Not too crazy wow factors. That huge air, though, was a huge highlight of her run, but I don't think it's going to be enough to take the lead. It's all going to come down to the judges, the smart driving there to cross-thread and reverse to not face a deduction, but she didn't face the original deduction. However, it's not going to be enough to take the lead. A 33 is what she has as Nitro Studios and Blue Thunder come out. Some nice big air to start off his run. He is my second favorite to win this all. Nitro Studios had an amazing comeback this season. Went from 12th place to 4th place. And he's continued to fight, or 5th place, excuse me, and has continued to fight all season long to make it where he has, so he won't be facing elimination. He will be back for season 3. But nonetheless, did he have any freestyle? He didn't have any freestyle wins this season, I don't think. I'm going to have to double check that. But the reason he's my favorite is because he's had some amazing freestyle runs and some high scores, but unfortunately has been overshadowed by other drivers and some smart driving to get out of that as we reach the halfway point of his run. But let's go ahead and take a look at his average freestyle score, a 34. So as I mentioned, he's had some great high-scoring freestyle runs, but unfortunately has been overshadowed by the other drivers that have, gotten better scores and have won the events. Not to mention Blue Thunder, back when MT World Media was a driver in World Finals 1, was the runner-up in freestyle. So he was almost our freestyle champion instead of Max D. But a nice moonwalk over the center jump there into a wheelie, a beautiful combo by Blue Thunder and Nitro Studios. 10 seconds left in regulation. Cross-threading it. This is looking to be a great run by Blue Thunder as he goes into bonus time now. He's getting some ground and getting some huge air off the center jump that has to beat the highest we've seen so far here in World Finals 2 Freestyle. Halfway through regular bonus time now. Some more big air. He's just airing it out any which way he can as he's coming to the last 10 seconds of his run. And what is that? I wasn't even sure what to call that. He's going to continue to save it, and he's back on all fours. It won't count towards his bonus score, though, as we look at his highlights powered by WEnergy. And some amazing highlights, really. Some great saves, some huge air, some awesome combos. There's some of the biggest air we've seen all night, then following it up with some more big air. I mean, he's been killing it this last run that left me kind of speechless, or this last hit that left me kind of speechless there. Let's see what the judges have to think. And a 35, not going to be enough to take the lead. The lead to beat still is a 37 as Bakugan and Bryan the Dawg Webb comes out. My favorite to win freestyle. Let's hope and see if my prediction is right. So far, I've been wrong in all of my predictions. So make me proud, Bryan the Dawg Webb. And Bakugan, again, he's been on fire in terms of freestyle, and he may ran it short. No, he's able to save it. But he's been on fire in terms of freestyle this season. A nice cross thread there. Started off the season extremely hot, was in first place for the first couple stops, and looks like he's going to back up to get some more ground for this jump. Again, shouldn't face a deduction. And a nice wheelie off the top there, cleanly done. And some trouble, no, a bicycle into that jump that led him into a save. So, great job by Bakugan. He's putting on an amazing run so far. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going and beat that 37 by Zombie. 36 is his average freestyle score with 2 wins in Anaheim and Indianapolis. And as you saw in that, I don't know what to call that, and another save by Bakugan in that animation there. He had the best average freestyle score on the season, following in the footsteps of Lane Flores, who was in Bakugan Dragonoid in Season 1. Beautifully done, and a wheelie following that save and another save. Lane Flores, too, had the best average freestyle score last season with of a 37 and was tied for best with Gravedigger and Northern Nightmare. They each had 37, but Bakugan was the only one with 2 freestyle wins. Bryan the Dawg Webb following those footsteps, staying on top in terms of freestyle, and he's putting on a show tonight here in Orlando. We may have a new leader after all this, and some more big air. It keeps getting bigger and bigger after every truck, and he's going to combo it with a backflip, but too much rotation. He's able to get it on the sidewalls and save it with 5 seconds left in bonus. Let's see what he can do here. And that's going to be the last move in bonus, and a weird corkscrewed backflip. I'm not sure what to call that. And that's going to be the end of his run. That was an amazing run by Bryan the Dawg Webb and Bakugan Dragonoid. As we take a look at his highlights powered by WEnergy. A beautiful save there from a bicycle into that jump. A huge backflip. And then a save immediately after that backflip. Some amazing air. He had huge air through and through this entire run. Another amazing save. Some beautiful cyclones. There's the big air that challenged Blue Thunder and Alien Invasion because they had some awesome air. Another save there, and then this corkscrew of a backflip. I don't know what to call it. It's all going to come down to the judges now. And a 42 for Bakugan Dragonoid and Bryan the Dawg Webb. He is your new leader and your new World Finals freestyle score record holder. That is going to be tough to follow with 3 trucks left, but one of those 3 is Max D and Ethan Waters, your reigning World Finals 1 champion, as well as your World Finals 2 Racing and Skills champion, the 3-time World Finals champion himself, Max D and Ethan Waters, rocking that gold paint scheme, having the celebratory sparks coming out of the back end of his truck, already losing body pieces, and he hasn't even got his first hit yet. Some huge air to rival that of Bakugan and everyone else who's hit that jump. Hopefully he can follow through, and I'm sure he's looking to become a 4-time champ. Some more big air there. Currently in 2nd place in the point standing. So right now is really, depending on what he does here and how Northern Nightmare does, will determine the fact of him winning Season 2. But who knows? We're going to have to wait and see. Cross-threading that bus stack there into some trouble, but the tires were able to get him back on all 4s and continue his run. He's going to have to do something spectacular to beat that score, a 42. That's the highest score we've seen in World Finals, and really one of the highest scores we've seen overall. There's his average freestyle score of a 31 in the season. Unfortunately, never got a freestyle win this season. A nice backflip into a save there. Never got a freestyle win, unfortunately. And I'm looking back at the records, and the only truck to ever score a 42 and matches the highest score ever recorded is Monster Mutt Dalmatian in April Summers when she won in Glendale and took that 3rd freestyle win away from Bakugan as he gets a front flip as well in regulation. Beautifully done by Max D and Ethan Waters. Following it up with some cyclones. But the 3rd front flip of the night in freestyle is owned by Max D and Ethan Waters. It was beautifully executed. Again, not to take anything away, not as clean as Monster Mutt, but still an amazing flip nonetheless. 20 seconds left in bonus time. Not even sure what that was, but it kept him from backing up and helped him continue the run. 10 seconds left. Looks like he's going to go for the center jump. This should be the last hit, depending on how it goes. Slamming into the bus stack and cartwheeling him over. And that's going to be the end of his run as he parks it right by the container. Let's go ahead and take a look at his highlights powered by WEnergy. Some huge air to start the run, a save off the tires there. Beautiful reverse flip. I think he saved it right after that. There's the front flip, exactly where Monster Mutt got it. Just not as clean as you can see there, landing on the rear end. Some cyclones, this save, a violent save if you will. And then whatever this was, I don't even know what to call that, but it kept him from backing up and facing a deduction. Not sure if this is going to take the lead, though. It's going to come down to the judges. And a 37, 5 points shy of tying for the lead. So we will not see a 4-time champ and a back-to-back freestyle champ tonight as Monster Mutt Dalmatian and April Summers comes out. Seeing what she can do. Trouble early on, but she's able to save it. Not even 10 seconds into the run, and she's already having some wow moments. Looks like she's going to go for the center jump now herself early on, taking the risk. And nicely done. Cross-threading almost that bus stack. Monster Mutt Dalmatian and April Summers looking to redeem herself from World Finals 1 and from Season 1 when she was the runner-up in the points series for the Stadium Series. I'm sure she'd love to come and take that win in Season 2. She was on top for a good while, and then here comes Northern Nightmare sneaking up on her and taking the lead yet again. Halfway through regulation. And, you know, score to beat right now is a 42. That was set by Bakugan. There's her average freestyle score of a 31 with 1 win in Glendale. Again, she took that win away from Bakugan. Bakugan had a 40 going into that run, and then Monster Mug came and scored a 42 just literally right after him and took the win away. So nice backflip there, 20 seconds left in regulation. And I'm sure she'd love to take this one away from him too. Who knows if history will repeat itself. Looks like she might go for a front flip. No, she didn't quite get the rotation. Just got some big air off the opposite end of that race lane. So 6 seconds left in bonus, or excuse me, in regulation. Looks like she's going to go for a reverse flip. That's going to be the last move counted in regulation as she's in bonus now. Nice wheelie off of there, leading into this other jump and rolling over, barrel rolling over into a little bit of a wheelie. And another save. This is looking to be a really good run as well. I don't know if it's going to rival that of Bakugan. And some more trouble. No, she's able to save it. And that's going to be it for her. This move won't count towards bonus. Let's go ahead and take a look at her highlights powered by WEnergy. Beautiful save right off the bat, starting off her run. Again, I don't know if it's going to be enough, though. It may be, because it was a great run, great momentum, awesome tricks and saves and big air. I mean, she checked all the boxes, basically. Filled the time, both regulation and bonus. So really, it's all going to come down to what the judges think. As there's that little barrel roll, if you will, that led into a wheelie. And then another save towards the end of her bonus time run. So it all comes down to this. And a 41, so she's not gonna take the lead. She's 1 point shy of tying Bakugan Dragonoid. That means there's one truck left. One truck in the way. Your Stadium Series Season 1 winner and your World Finals 1 racing champion, Alex Stevens and Northern Nightmare coming out. Starting off his run with some huge air. He is currently your leader in the Stadium Series. And a little bit of a cartwheel. No, it's not going to end his run. He's going to continue the run. But he is currently your points leader in the Stadium Series, looking to go back-to-back, and he might just do that if he can carry some amazing momentum into this run and he doesn't end early. It could go to Max D. It could go to Monster Dalmatian. Who knows at this point? But he is currently in the way of Bakugan Dragonoid and Bryan the Dawg Webb getting his Monster Jam World Finals 2 Freestyle Championship. 40, almost hitting that halfway point of 45 seconds left. Cross-threading that bus stack. 33 is his average freestyle score with 1 win in Detroit. That was the last stop of the season, so he's fresh off of a freestyle win. And if I look back at the numbers of that stop, it looks like he scored a 37 in Detroit, taking the win away from Alien Invasion. Excuse me. 15 seconds or so left in regulation. It's been a great run so far. Some awesome momentum, saves, and big air. Again, just like Monster Dalmatian, checking all the boxes. A beautiful save there, and he's going to reverse it over. Nicely done by Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens, 27 with no time left in regulation. He is now in bonus. Huge backflip, one of the highest backflips we've seen so far. And he's going to continue his run, so I don't know, it may be close. A hard hit, a hard landing. Sending him into the position of a wheelie, and he's going to ride it as much as he can. He's going to try to save the truck, and he's going to get a forward momentum backflip off of that, trying to save the truck and gassed it just enough to get that backflip. So that is going to be it for Northern Nightmare as he gets the front flip after bonus time, and that's probably going to be the difference maker. Let's go ahead and take a look at his highlights powered by WEnergy, and some amazing highlights, a great run, great momentum, great saves, great air, checking all the boxes just like Dalmatian. Although that front flip coming in after bonus, I bet you that's going to be the difference maker tonight. But it's all going to come down to the judges on what they think. That forward momentum backflip was just amazing. But there it is. That's the front flip, if you will. You can call it a somersault if you want, but that's the front flip that came in after bonus, and it's all going to come down to this. And it was going to be the difference maker, 41.5 for Northern Nightmare. That means Bakugan Dragonoid and Bryan the Dawg Webb is your World Finals 2 Freestyle Champion. So huge congratulations to Bryan the Dawg Webb and Bakugan Dragonoid, scoring a 42, the highest score we've ever seen in World Finals. And really, as in an event as a whole, that record was only held by Monster Mutt Dalmatian and April Summers. But before we go any further, it's time to showcase a truck that's going to be coming to Season 3, and that's none other than Soldier Fortune. Going to go ahead and come out and freestyle for us for a little while here to showcase their moves and to show what they're bringing to the table. And as they come out and do their freestyle run, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to explain how Season 3 is going to work. So, 4 trucks in the Arena Series have been eliminated. 4 trucks in the Stadium Series will be eliminated. A beautiful save by Soldier Fortune. But that's going to be a total of 8 trucks being eliminated. And the trucks in 7th and 8th place in the Stadium Series will be moved down to the Arena Series. That means there's going to be 4 spaces open in the Arena Series for Season 3 and 4 spaces open in the Stadium Series for Season 3. So that's 8 trucks that need to be filled. And those 8 trucks will be filled by a one-stop event, as Soldier Fortune unfortunately flips over before I can finish. But they will be coming to Season 3, so keep an eye out for that, as we have one more competitor coming out to showcase their moves for Season 3, and that's none other than Dragon. We're going to finally see the fire-breathing Dragon in Season 3. But is it going to be in the Arena Series or Stadium Series? That's the point I'm trying to get across, is these 8 trucks to fill these spots are going to go face each other in a one-stop event, where the top 4 of the trucks in that event will move to the Stadium Series and the bottom 4 will move to the Arena Series. That's how they will get chosen. So Soldier Fortune and Dragon and 6 others will be chosen to put to go to that one-stop event. In those events, all the points gathered in that event will separate the 8. So the top 4 with the most points are going to go to the Stadium Series, and the bottom 4 with the least amount of points are going to go to the Arena Series. I hope that isn't confusing at all, but I can definitely explain that later on as we progress for Season 3. But let's go ahead and enjoy the rest of Dragon's run. Again, coming out to showcase their moves and to announce their presence for Season 3. Some nice big air, though, for Dragon, following in the footsteps of all the other competitors tonight. Excited to see where Dragon is going to go, and they're going to be able to save it. They are going to be able to save it. But I am excited to see where Dragon is going to go, be it the Arena Series or the Stadium Series. I'd love the Stadium Series, but it's not up to me. You know, it's all going to depend on how they can perform in that one-stop event and if they can proceed to the Stadium Series. So that's going to be the end of Dragon's run, as he's still breathing fire. Again, Dragon coming to Season 3, so keep an eye out for that. As we look at the event points for today, as you can see, Max D not only is your Racing and Skills World Finals champion, but is your World Finals 2 event champion. So huge congratulations to Max D and Ethan Waters. And Northern Nightmare has done it. He has gone back to back. Call him Drizzy Drake, because he's back to back in Season 1 and Season 2 with 264 points, being your Season 2 Stadium Series points champion. Gravedigger and El Toro Loco will be demoted to the Arena Series, and Mohawk Warrior, Zombie, Monster Mutt, and Avenger are unfortunately eliminated. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at our winners of the night. Gravedigger and KJ being your fastest qualifier. El Toro Loco and Driftboy912 being your World Finals 2 high jump champion. Huge congratulations to them, as well as Max D and Ethan Waters being not only your World Finals 2 racing champion, but also your World Finals 2 skills champion, making him the first ever 3-time World Finals champion for the Steel Titans 2 sign-up series. And then last but not least, Bakugan Dragonoid and Bryan the Dawg Webb being your World Finals 2 freestyle champion. So huge congratulations to everybody and their amazing performances, not to mention Crush Station and J-Pace Racing being your Arena Series Season 2 winner, and none other than the GOAT himself, Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens 27 being your Stadium Series Season 2 winner. He is your back-to-back Stadium Series champion And I'm excited to see what Season 3 brings for Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens 27. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much to everybody who's watched, who's liked, who's subscribed, who's just come by and has been a part of this. I appreciate you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you guys next season. Again, thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.